By the end of this video, you'll know how to start a side hustle from home that actually works around your life, even if you've got no time, no spare cash, and no clue where to start. Keep watching because this video is for you if you're ready to create something that pays and fits into your day without you burning out. Now, before we get started, can I ask one small favour? If you like what I do here, can you please hit the subscribe button? That keeps me energized to bring you more content. Thank you very much. Let's get into it. Okay, let's begin with tip number one, which is to find the right side hustle for your lifestyle. Now, I recommend to choose what fits and not is what is trending. The fastest way to actually burn out is to pick a side hustle just because TikTok says that it's hot. Now, one of my students, Emma, who tried Amazon FBA because it seemed like everybody else around her was actually doing really well with it. But she actually hated inventory, she hated the shipping headaches and even disliked customer service. But when she switched to selling Canvas social media content and templates on Etsy, which was something that she already enjoyed doing for her friends and other people, she made her first $200 in under a month without ever touching a cardboard box. Now, I suggest that you use your life constraints as your filter. So if you've only got 30 to 60 minutes a day, you want to be looking at micro business models like voice over work using Fiverr.com or even voices.com. Or you could do something like proofreading via proofreadanywhere.com. These are some very useful websites to check out. Now, one of my clients, Nina, works full time in healthcare and just fits in short, high value projects in the evenings instead of trying to force a business that needs hours at a time. Now, you want to forget the myth that you must follow your passion immediately. If you want a fast income source, you want to start with what is actually easiest to sell based on your current skill sets, even if it's not your ideal dream gig. So think of this as a bridge hustle to fund your future passion projects. For example, basic WordPress website setup has enough demand right now, and you can actually learn it for free via WordPress.com tutorials. Now, you want to mine your boring skills for the gold. You might think that your knack for spreadsheets is useless, but small businesses will happily pay for someone to organize their sales data or even build simple dashboards. Now, tools like Google Sheets or Airtable can actually help you turn you into their go-to problem solver. Now, I recommend to prioritize models with compounding potential. Digital products, YouTube channels, or even online courses can keep earning money without you trading hours for dollars. So you can create once and sell on platforms like Gumroad or Teachable repeatedly. Now, you want to choose something that you can proudly share and something that has enough demand in the market. Now, if you are a bit embarrassed to tell people what you do, it's going to hold you back a little bit from actually marketing it. So you want to pick something that you'd happily put in your Instagram bio without feeling uneasy. And just ask yourself the following question: can I stick with this for 6 months? Sustainable side hustles grow because of consistency and high quality, not necessarily because they're the most profitable on paper. Now, if it excites you enough to keep going through the slow weeks, then you've probably found the right one. Let's now move on to tip number 2, which is to set up your space and schedule for success. Now, a tiny defined workspace beats a big messy one every time. Now, you don't need a dedicated room, just a physical trigger that says I'm working now. Now, one of my students, Mark, runs a side hustle flipping collectibles on eBay from sold out tables in his hallway. Now, when the table's out, he's in work mode. When it's away, he's actually done for the day. Now, you want to match your side hustle time to your natural energy peaks. I recommend using a free app like rise.io to track when you're actually most productive. Now, if you are a night owl, working at 6 AM will actually kill your creativity. One of my clients actually doubled his output simply by shifting his work block from mornings to late evenings. Now, distraction is your real competition. If you find yourself doom scrolling instead of hustling, apps like freedom.to or even coldturkeyblocker.com can actually lock you out of your social media during your work hours. Now, Nina, a busy mum who I coached, used this strategy and stopped losing 40 minutes at a time to Instagram Reels. Now, you want to be making sure that you actually measure results and not just the hours. So instead of saying I'll work 2 hours, You want to set some outcome-based goals like I'll upload 5 Etsy listings or I'll pitch 3 new clients. So just keep your goals nice and simple. This actually keeps you much more motivated because you can actually see your progress as well. Now you want to stack your side hustle on an existing habit. If you already brew coffee every morning, you want to open your laptop right after that and do your most important tasks before you get pulled into the day. Now, habit stacking works really well because your brain expects activity at that exact time. Now, you want to batch similar tasks together as well. Now, tools like Trello or even Notion make batching much easier. Now, Sarah, one of my students who runs a handmade jewellery shop, takes all her product photos for the month in just one Saturday afternoon. She never scrambles for content midweek anymore. Now, your schedule is actually a contract with yourself. So if you keep moving your work blocks, you're basically telling your brain your hustle isn't important. So you want to protect that time like you'd protect a dentist appointment. Let's now move on to tip number 3, which is to get your first customers or clients very quickly. Now you want to start with people who already trust you. Forget the ads for now, that will just cost you too much money. Now Jess, one of my students, posted on her personal Facebook that she was offering $50 Instagram audits for small business owners, and she got 5 paying clients in just 7 days without a website, a logo, but just using her network. So this is something that you can do as well. Now you want to use urgency to move people from interested to saying yes. A simple post like I'm taking on 3 clients this month for, then just insert your service. There's an example you could actually use. This actually creates scarcity without being very pushy. So you can do this in local Facebook groups, on nextdoor.com or even in LinkedIn. These are some great places to do it. Now you want to make sure you keep your online presence very simple at first. So don't waste weeks building a perfect website. Just use a simple page profile on card.co or even on WordPress or using canva.com. With your photo, a high quality photo, the services that you offer, and the link for the payment. So it looks very clean and removes any excuses. Now communities are free client goldmines, so you really want to check them out. So you want to join niche specific Facebook groups or even Reddit communities and just answer real questions before you make a pitch. So you really want to give some value here in these communities. Now when people see you as very helpful, giving good advice and tips, they'll actually start coming to you. Now then you can just show them proof, even if it's from some unpaid work. Now Alex, one of my students, offered to design a friend's podcast cover for free, and then just shared the before and the after on Instagram. And within just a week, 3 podcasters actually messaged him for some paid work. Now you want to remove every ounce of friction from the buying decision. So you can use Stripe or PayPal so people can pay in just a few seconds. Now the more clicks that it takes, the more sales you will actually lose. You want to make the process really simple and seamless. And you also want to ask for some testimonials right after delivering a win. This is very important to build some credibility. So you want to strike while the excitement is actually fresh. A 1-sentence review from a very happy customer is much more powerful than any ad copy that you could ever write. Let's now move on to tip number 4, which is to grow without burning out. Now growth without any systems will actually really hurt you. You can automate repetitive tasks using tools like Zapier.com or even Buffer.com for some social media scheduling. Now I had a student, Tom, who was spending 6 hours a week manually emailing invoices. So he switched to waveapps.com and saved himself that time instantly. Now you want to raise your prices before you actually feel ready. Now if your schedule is a bit full, then that's a clear sign. Now Maria, one of my students, was charging $100 for blog packages. So we raised her rates to $150. And even though she actually lost just 1 or 2 clients, her income actually went up while freeing up more time. Now you need to make sure that you actually protect your energy as well if it's part of your business plan. Burnout often kills momentum much faster than low sales. So you can use apps like Stretchly, that's STRETCHLY, to actually remind you to take breaks and protect long-term creativity. And you also want to say no to work that doesn't really fit. Now Lisa, one of my students, used to take any design project that she could get. But once she actually focused only on branding, she became known for it and actually attracted better paying clients and more aligned clients as well. Now you want to reinvest profits strategically when you get them. Now the first thing you want to reinvest is into tools that can actually save you time and make you more money. So tools like Grammarly.com or even Canva Pro are some good options here. And then you want to go into expanding the reach, so using small ad campaigns or even some outsourcing. So you want to spend money in the right places to actually grow your profits, save you time or even save you money. So don't just throw money into adverts. This is one place you can lose money if you're not careful. If you're actually still drowning in admin work. So you need to be a bit careful here where you're putting your money. Now you want to track every win beyond the money as well. So just keep a private list of every small victory, a repeat client, a faster turnaround time, and even a glowing review. So you want to keep track of these things. This helps to build your confidence when growth feels a bit slow. Now you want to let your side hustle evolve with your lifestyle. The point of starting from home is the flexibility that it gives you. If your life shifts, you get a new job, kids, and you travel, you can adapt your side hustle instead of forcing it into an old mold. Let me now give you tip number 5, which is to build skills that make your side hustle unstoppable. Now your skills are the currency that no one can take from you. Money comes and goes, but once you've actually learned a very valuable skill, you can actually use it to create income again and again. Now one of my students, Daniel, learned copywriting through copyhackers.com and free YouTube tutorials. And within just 4 months, he landed a $500 a month retainer client. Something he says would have never happened if he just kept winging it without learning anything new. Now you want to make sure that you stack skills for exponential value. If you can do one thing really well, that's great, but you want to combine it with another good skill and then you become irreplaceable. For example, graphic design and social media strategy means that you can design and run campaigns. So you can learn about both using Canva Design School and HubSpot Academy for free. You want to learn the tools that clients already use as well. So instead of trying to convince people to switch to your favorite platforms, you want to master the popular ones first. If most small businesses in your niche use Shopify, WordPress or even Wix, you want to take their free training and do that. You'll become much more valuable because you speak their language. Now I don't recommend that you chase every new shiny skill. You want to go deep and not wide. A focused skill that solves a very specific problem and pain point will probably pay you more than knowing 10 different things at an average level. Now Sarah, one of my students, stopped trying to learn every social media platform and just became a specialist in TikTok content strategy. Now she gets $250 per video because she's the go-to person for that one thing. Now you want to make sure you practice on real world projects as soon as possible. Theory without practice won't give you the confidence you need. So you can use websites like volunteermatch.org to find non-profits that need help with your skill sets. Or you could just offer a free project to a friend's small business in exchange for permission to use it in your portfolio. Now you also want to use skill marketplaces to test the demand. Websites like Upwork.com, Fiverr.com and Contra.com let you see what people are actually paying for right now. So you can actually spot some patterns and that can help you build your skill set around a proven demand instead of just guessing. Now you want to also leverage micro learning instead of long expensive courses. Platforms like Skillshare.com and Udemy.com are really great websites to check out, and they actually let you learn 1 to 2 hour chunks. So you can just pick a specific gap in your skill set and your knowledge and just fix it in just a weekend or so, instead of committing to a 1 year long program. Now I'd also recommend that you document your learning journey as well. You want to share your progress on LinkedIn or even on X or even on TikTok as you learn. Not only does this keep you more accountable, but actually potential clients will actually see your dedication and they might actually hire you before you're actually finished. Now you can also use skill building as marketing as well. So if you're learning video editing, you can post before and after clips using softwares like CapCut or DaVinci Resolve. You'll actually attract people who want those exact same results. even if you're still improving. Now remember this, one solid skill is your ticket to independence. You don't need to master everything. One high value income skill like email marketing, podcast editing, or even SEO, or even AI can be enough to actually build a part-time or even a full-time income over time if you actually keep improving and delivering good results with your new skills. Let's now move on to tip number 6, which is to create a system that brings you leads on autopilot 24/7. Now, I suggest you stop chasing and start attracting. Most side hustlers spend a lot of their time hunting for clients one by one. I suggest you flip it by building a simple system that works 24/7 where people actually find you instead. Now, one of my students, James, set up a one-page website on card.co with a very clear offer, 3 examples of his work and a contact form. And he linked it into his Instagram bio and just posted short reels showing quick website tips. And within just 4 weeks, he had 3 inbound inquiries with no cold outreach at all. Now, you can use platforms that already have your audience on, so don't try to drag people to a brand new platform, just go to where they are hanging out now. If your ideal clients hang out on LinkedIn, then you want to start there. If they're small local businesses, they're probably on Facebook and Google My Business. Now, a free Google business profile alone can actually put you in front of locals searching for your service without actually paying for any ads. Now, you also want to leverage content that works while you sleep. Now, short form videos or reels, TikTok, Instagram Reels, or even YouTube Shorts is a very powerful way to attract more leads without actually chasing them. Now, you don't need a huge following either, just one helpful tip that gets shared can bring in some new buyers. So you can use free editing tools like CapCut to actually make your videos look much more polished without a learning curve. Now, I also recommend to offer a simple lead magnet. This is a great way to actually build your email list. You want to give people a solid reason to join your email list so you can actually follow up automatically after. This could be a simple checklist, a template, or even a short guide, or even a mini online course, which is actually directly related to your service or your niche. For example, if you're a social media manager, you could offer a 30 days of post ideas PDF guide, and you can actually just make that in Canva. Or you can use ConvertKit or MailerLite. Both have free plans. These are both autoresponders to send emails so that you can actually deliver it instantly when people opt in to get your lead magnet. You also want to make sure you automate the follow-ups as well so you never actually lose a lead. I recommend using Trello or even Notion to track your leads and set reminders to follow up. Now, Emily, one of my students, started using Calendly for booking free consultation calls. She went from losing half of her leads to actually converting 70% of them, just because people could instantly pick a time without a back and forth messages. So Calendly is a really great way to actually get appointments booked in. Now, you also want to make sure that you repurpose to actually multiply your reach. One blog post can actually become 5 LinkedIn posts, 3 reels, and an email newsletter. Tools like repurpose.io, OpusClip, and several others, and even buffer.com make it very easy to schedule across different platforms. So you're basically everywhere without doing any extra work. The more places people see your content, the more leads that you can get automatically without spending all day marketing. Wow, that's it for this video. Now, if you're serious about building your online business and creating a sustainable online income, take the next step now. Click the link below in the description or in the comments and go through to my website where you can get some free training resources to help you get started right away. These free step-by-step resources are designed to guide you through launching a successful online business and generating online income streams. So don't wait, take action today. Click the link below and start your journey right now. And please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really does energize and motivate me to create more content for you. Thank you very much indeed. And if you want to connect on social, you can find me on LinkedIn and Instagram. The links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel, and have a wonderful day.